Stop. Stop. Are you really doing it? Really?
Dude, what are they doing?
Thank you.
Dude, what are they doing? There's like 7 fucking cops strong-arming these people. I mean, look at this. Nick Sortor says a mentally ill protester. Dude, the guy's not mentally ill. You fucking... Dude, you know what? I would do anything to get into a fucking ring with this little fucking bitch. Right here, Nick Sortor. He likes to harass female reporters. Dude, I want to box this motherfucker so bad. Dude, tasing protesters? Dude, what are these guys doing, bro?
Stop.
This is a peaceful town hall.
She says this is a peaceful town hall after they fucking tase him. The guy wasn't even doing anything. He was just standing there with fucking 6 flunky bitch cops fucking milling around him. Bro, there's gonna be some fucking lawsuits, I think.
FBI, ATF, Border Patrol, ICE, and many local law enforcement, all the way from city, county, and states, all across the country are working together to track down illegal alien criminals.
Let's remember that 75% of the people sent to El Salvador had committed no crime. They had no criminal records.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're all inside the interior of the United States.
How about the KKK?
All inside the interior of the United States. You can head out. The protest is outside. Thank you very much. Protest is outside.
Dude, why does this guy have hands on her? Why does that cop have hands on this woman for speaking? You know what I mean? I know she's leaving and he's still getting his fucking hands on her and she's walking out. And like, dude, that shit bothers me. That like, why do you have your hands on her? Get your fucking hands off her, bro. She's clearly not running at the stage. But it's a fair question though, too. What she asked, what about the KKK?
Bye. Have fun out there. City of Ackworth is doing a great job.
She's like, bye. The protest is outside. Well, let's reflect a moment, shall we? This was after a school shooting, by the way. This is Marjorie Taylor Greene, the same woman who has 8 cops manhandling people who speak up to her. Let's watch Marjorie Taylor Greene in action.
If Scott Peterson, the resource officer at Parkland, had done his job, then Nicholas Cruz wouldn't have killed anybody in your high school, or at least protected them. Why are you supporting red flag gun laws that attack our Second Amendment rights?
She's basically chasing David Hogg to say it's your school administrator's fault that all your classmates got shot. And why are you doing gun laws? Watch this.
High school, or at least protected them. Why are you supporting red flag gun laws that attack our Second Amendment rights? And why are you using kids as a barrier? Do you not know how to defend your stance? Look, I'm an American citizen. I'm a gun owner. I have a concealed carry permit. I carry a gun for protection for myself, and you are using your lobby and the money behind it and the kids to try to take away my Second Amendment rights. You don't have anything to say for yourself? You can't defend your stance? How did you get over 30 appointments with senators? How'd you do that? How did you get major press coverage on this issue? And how did you get kids? Why do you use kids? Why kids? You know, if school zones were protected with security guards with guns, there would be no mass shootings at schools. Do you know that? The best way to stop a bad guy with a gun is with a good guy with a gun. But yet you're attacking our Second Amendment. And you have nothing to say. No words. So I'm walking. He's got nothing to say. Sad. He has nothing to say because there really isn't anything to say, you guys. He has nothing to say because he's paid to do this.
Okay, so to recap, okay, Marjorie Taylor Greene at her press conference, if somebody speaks up or gets too close to the stage or protests at her press conference, there's 9 cops, there's manhandling, they're throwing them down on the ground, they're fucking tasing them, and they're leading them out and throwing them into the street. But a person who is a victim of a school shooting gets a couple meetings with senators in order to do something about the guns that are killing kids. She can harass him on the street, walk circles around him, impede his progress, blame the shooting on him and the administrator at the school, and accuse him of conspiring with George Soros to get meetings that she can't. So, wow. That is a wow. It's a little bit different. Dude, there you go. Marjorie Taylor Greene. But the type of force they're using there?
Stop. Stop. Are you really doing it? Really?
Like, why are they grabbing his neck? You know what I mean? And pulling on his clothes. Like, what the fuck are they doing? You don't need to be grabbing somebody's neck. That is a very threatening part of the body to be grabbing him,
Thank you.
Dude, the cops are so inept, too. They are, dude. Cops are horribly inept. You see them? They're all falling down. There's like 5 guys right there. They can't even figure out how to get this guy out without looking like the fucking Keystone Cops. Cops always escalate. I have been in so many situations where I have seen the police escalate a situation completely unnecessarily. He's walking out. Dude, they're fucking cheering. Dude, seeing people cheering police violence is so dumb, bro. First off, human beings in her district of Georgia are not that fucking bright. The combined IQ of everybody in this room is probably less than that of a ferret. I shit you not. I think a ferret has a higher IQ than the combined IQ of everybody sitting in this town hall. Oh, police violence! Oh, tase me! Oh, Trumpy! Oh! The altercations dominated the town hall, which attracted dozens of demonstrators outside. Greene, meanwhile, thanked the roughly 30 law enforcement officers for the aggressive approach. Dude, there were almost as many cops as there were people. There were 40 people in the room, dude. There was no dialogue or real engagement with the people of her district. Greene took pre-written questions. What kind of town hall is this, guys? Marjorie Taylor Greene took pre-written questions rather than calling on attendees. So she did a town hall and she didn't even take questions from the people at her town hall. So the whole thing was just a con. Wow. Welcome to Red Pill, Georgia. All right, here she is. Let's see her comment.
Just what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, like I said before, this isn't a political rally or a protest. I held a town hall tonight.
But, she says this wasn't a political rally or a protest. I held a town hall tonight. But Marjorie, you didn't hold a town hall. You held a fake town hall that had no interactions with your constituents. A town hall is where you go there and the people in the room get to speak to you about the issues that are problematic for them. And some of those people are going to be people that love you, and some of those people are going to be sharing concerns. and they're going to be upset.
There was a place designated outside for the protesters because we support their First Amendment right. So you know who was out of line? The protesters. The police did a great job. I'm very thankful for them.
You know who was out of line? The protesters. This is Marjorie Taylor Greene.
You want to talk to Crazy Ocasio? You come to this little thing and you open it up and you whisper into her.
Session.
This is confession. This is Ocasio confession right there.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, I'm an American citizen. I pay your salary through the taxes that you collect from me through the IRS because I'm a tax-paying citizen of the United States. I'm a woman, I'm a female business owner, and I'm proud to be an American woman. And I do not support your socialist policies, and I do not support your murderous abortion policies. As a mother of 3 children, I'm appalled at New York's law for abortion, and it needs to end, and it needs to stop now.
So does that mean we should throw MTG here in an arm bar and fucking tase her ass? Because, oh, wait, she pays AOC's salary? So wait a minute. Those guys that got tased and dragged out of the protest, doesn't that mean they pay her salary? Right? Huh. That's weird.
You're bringing God's judgment on our country, and I'm against it, as well as my friends.
You're bringing God's judgment. Oh, shit. God's judgment made me fuck my gym coach. Oh, shit. My name's Marjorie Taylor Greene. God's judgment made me fuck my gym coach. Oh, God's judgment took my neck. Trumpy. Oh.
So you need to stop being a baby and stop locking your door and come out and face the American citizens that you serve. If you want to be a big girl, you need to get rid of your diaper and come out and be able to talk to the American citizens instead of us having to use a flap, a little flap.
Isn't that funny? Be a big girl as I fucking film myself talking into your mail slot. AOC should have gone on the other side and said, do you guys realize how fucking dumb you are? Like, you realize how creepy this is? You fucking weirdo stalkers. I'm going to put you in an arm bar. But this is all acceptable behavior, guys. This First Amendment expression is fine. But her actual constituents wanting to talk to her about the fact that the Republicans aren't really doing anything thus far, this is a problem for them. How quick they forget. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.